So we're here waiting on Dennis. Got him this present. Hope he doesn't realize what it is. The biggest box they had.
We're done. This is our last podcast of the year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because he's going to Cayman.
Yeah, on Monday.
And he's from there.
All right.
And yeah, he's like, what is it? What are you, your seventh generation? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know what generation.
Oh, that's right. We
but
talked about it.
They were one of the first settlers on the island. My family.
Wow.
Yeah. So his dad still lives there.
And what do you guys do over there?
My dad works for the airline. A couple of my uncles, they're lawyers, accountants, and stuff down there, work in banking.
Yeah.
But I have a really big family down there, bigger than here.
Cool. I was thinking you're going to be like some 7th-generation fisherman from
Yeah.
the Cayman Islands
Yeah.
or something. Like, whoa, dude. You seen some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so John is
We fish down there. My dad's getting ready to retire, and he's going to start his own charter business down there. He just got a center console 33, and he's going to be fishing that down there.
Well, they got some good sword fishing over there, too.
Yeah, yeah. It's not, they don't have the current and stuff like they do here, so they kind of got to just stick to one spot. They can't cover a lot of ground, but
Yeah, they do that bump. They do the bump trolling.
yeah,
Call it.
yep.
So John's going down there for Christmas and New Year, so
Cool.
we're shutting the podcast down for a couple weeks.
Yeah, everybody's on break.
And this is it. You're the last podcast of the year,
I'm honored, man.
right? So you're number 32. We did 32 podcasts this year because we started in the middle of the year, and we're super proud of that.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? We're super proud to have you on as the last guest of the year.
Congrats, dude.
So yeah, so
It's an
this
honor.
this episode and the last episode we did with Fly these are our two Christmas
Just on the
episodes. So
fly.
feel free to throw on the Panther hat if you feel like it. Whatever, we're getting festive in here.
With
Yeah.
that.
So anyway, I guess with that being said, it's been a cool year. About with a lot of the things that we've been happening, but one of the things I'm more proud of is this show and what we've been able to do here, what we've been able to build, and we're super happy that we've been able to bring on our friends like yourself, and then
some really, really respectable captains. And
yeah,
people in
some
the
really good
industry.
people.
Absolutely.
And it's cool that when people say that, oh yeah, no, we'll be there when you need us. We'll be there when you need us, and they actually were.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you don't get that, like where it's like,
No, dude, look at this setup. You're making it happen.
yeah, no, it's we're proud of the show. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. It's for plan worked. It happened, and we're excited.
Yeah, and you stuck with it in your busy schedule.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I mean, without this guy, I mean, really behind the scenes, and I know I give him props, but it's deserved, you know what I mean? Without John, it really wouldn't happen.
Absolutely.
Because he's the one doing most of the work on it. So and so we're just trying to build something cool here that we can kind of hang our hats on, you know what I mean, for the next few years, and see if we can make something special. And
yeah, it's cool and different. It's different. It's getting everybody involved too.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole theory behind Connected by Water.
Mm-hmm.
It's like bringing together community and you know what I mean, so cutting through the bullshit, and
which is fishing industry needs
right
desperately.
Yeah, and that's what we saw. We saw because you always hear people talking, and I'm sure people talk whatever they could say whatever they want. I really don't care, because that's not what we're all about. We're all about the good vibes. Yeah, you know what I mean, and bringing together people,
enjoying what we can out in the water for sure.
Listen,
being grateful.
We're not curing diseases here.
No,
you know what I mean. We are so fortunate to be able to work in this industry.
Oh yeah,
it's not even funny.
I get to do what I love every day.
Yeah,
that's what makes it special.
Yeah. So for people that don't know in the crowd, right here, I have my good friend Bernie Perez here, and he works for Sea Hunter Boats down in Miami. So tell us a little bit about Sea Hunter and all the beautiful things they have going on. Give a plug for Eddie.
Yeah. So I work full-time in sales at Sea Hunter Boats, and right now we've been doing some real cool things. We just came out with our 41 CTS, or CAT. We have a bigger one coming, which is going to be the largest on the market. Be the only one with quad set up for quad 425 Yamahas, which will be our 46, which we're going to debut in Miami.
Oh, for the boat show?
Yes.
Nice.
So it's going to grab plenty of attention for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Showstopper.
No doubt. I saw it at I saw the 41 at the Fort Lauderdale. And we're going to be wrapping one coming up here for the Kagans, the Catatonic. Yep.
Look forward to that. That's going to be a quad 400 boat.
Yeah. So, and the cool thing is about Chris is like he always wants to do like off the wall stuff.
Oh yeah, Chris always wants to do the cool things.
Yeah. So we're getting real creative with this one.
Cool. Yeah, he's got big plans to do some cool fishing trips on the boat.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that's how he thinks though. He's always got big plans for everything.
Oh yeah.
So he's a cool dude. So I got an orange on the table. I got a power bar. If you're hungry, feel free. I'm gonna have one. Sometimes I eat on the podcast. We talk with this ASMR, whatever. Is that what?
ASMR?
ASMR?
Yeah.
Is it a word or is it letters?
ASMR.
It's an acronym.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't remember what it stands for, but
there are people like
what it is.
eat on podcasts.
On camera?
Yeah, and that's what they
just
like
listen
watch.
to them.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
So it's Christmas. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm about ready. We're closing shop for 2 weeks, which I'm excited about.
You are. Yeah. We're probably going to shut down for a week. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, we'll be back after the New Year's.
Yeah.
So we're plenty busy over at Sea Hunter, so we definitely got to get back to it.
Got a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We got a lot of boats we're selling now. We have our 28, 31, 33s, our 35s, our 39s, 45s, 41, 46. So we have our hands full.
Wow.
Plenty of models.
Wow. Yeah. So.
And then trying to get in some fishing in between,
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you went fishing the other day?
Yeah, we went out. The other day we went out sword fishing and found the bite that we've been looking for years. And, we've been working for and finally just made it happen. Got a great opportunity for a big 400-pound fish.
Was it 400 pounds?
422 pounds.
422.
422.
Nice.
So 95-inch short length and 130-inch overall.
How big?
130 inches.
130?
Yep.
Nice.
So that's the long length too. Short length to the bottom of the jaw was 95. That was a big fish.
Very nice. How long did you fish for that?
Well, thankfully, he only fought an hour, but I put the pressure on him for sure.
How long were you fishing before you hooked up?
We started, our first bait hit the bottom at 7 a.m. and I got that bite at 3:30.
Oh, so all day?
All day.
Wow.
Without a nibble.
Wow. So just, that's it.
Nibble getting rained on all day.
Working on your playlist.
Yeah. It was plenty windy. It was raining all day. And then finally at 3:30, we're coming off the bottom and it was just an instant bite. It didn't nibble, nothing. The rod just bent over. He stayed down there for about 20 minutes. After that, he came up and raced.
So you knew right away, none of that toying and tinkering.
Well, first all the guys were high-fiving. I was like, just let's make sure we're getting off the bottom first before we start clapping and getting all happy. I mean, we had so many heartbreaks and so many fish hook on and right off the bat come off that I was just standing back, just, hoping and waiting for it to start coming up. And I just remember at one point I'm getting the harpoon ready and I heard the LP go from that, where it's got pressure, just and I'm like, oh my God, we lost it, and it was just a fish swimming it up to the surface, a big angry fish. Yeah, we thought he was. He kept racing on the surface multiple times, where we were even able to run up on and take the lead off, within the first 30 minutes, but he never jumped. He didn't jump till we put a harpoon in him next to the boat.
Okay,
which we got all on film. It's gonna be real cool to see.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So what are you doing with that belt?
With that bill, I'm gonna bring it here to get painted.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So yeah, it was cool. We had this kid who's working with us for the summer, Harrison Kennedy, who got in the water with the fish after for about 30 minutes and took some just unreal 50-50 shots of the fish and real cool perspective that I think a lot of people haven't seen. It'd be real cool to
Very
show.
Cool. Yeah, so, we'll roll it while we're talking if you want to.
Cool.
You know what I mean? When John edits the show.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I got high quality pictures there. And I mean, I'm sure you saw already a couple of them.
Incredible. I saw what you posted.
Yeah. Yeah. I got tons of pictures and some cool stuff.
Yeah.
So he actually, I didn't remember, and this whole flight to me was a bird, but he didn't put the camera down the entire fight. So he got some really, really cool stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I think any good photographer is always ready, right?
Oh man, he was on it. Yeah. Without a doubt.
Right, John? Every good photographer is always ready.
You gotta always be ready.
Yeah. I mean, it made catching such a big fish that much more memorable, because so many people catch these fish and that's it. And, being able to document it and picture it, incredible.
Yeah. Well, there's enough to think about when you're angling.
Oh, yeah.
That you don't want to think about that. You know what I mean? So it's cool if you have someone with you to document the whole thing like that.
Yeah. And be excited about it,
Yeah.
So, which makes a big difference, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Shows in his work.
And I think, I mean, he's an angler too.
Yeah, he fishes with us all the time. He just has a passion.
I think that matters too. Is like someone that like knows about fishing and knows how to fish and stuff like that. It matters when they're taking pictures because they know what's about.
They can
be
in the way a lot of the times too, so they know where to be.
Yeah, and they can anticipate.
Yeah, they can anticipate a jump and all that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was just as part of the fish as all of us. It took all of us to get that fish in the boat. We all played our part in it, without a doubt.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
That's how it goes.
And luckily, he cooperated. And he came up. I hear these fights are 4 or 5, 6 hours long. We put a dart in them in an hour. So
that's good.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
So he cooperated.
Nice, man.
Oh yeah.
So what are you going to do for your 2 weeks off for Christmas?
Hoping to fish.
Just fish?
As much as I can. Yeah, the next 5 days looks like it's blowing pretty hard, but
how's the bite been in Miami?
Sail fishing's picking up. It's been kind of slow. It's been hit or miss. It feels
been hot.
It feels like
we thought we were going to get some cold fronts here, but then it kind of shut off.
It lasted like 2 hours the other morning.
Yeah, I mean, like even the ones that are now, like they were talking last week, like, oh, we got cold fronts coming through, and now they're like, all right, we got like.
Yeah. But last year we didn't get that cold till like March, wasn't it? Our first cold front. So at least we got something in the beginning.
Yeah.
Move some fish down.
I don't know, man. It needs to get cold quick.
I agree.
But I don't know. I don't like when it's hot. Like Christmas is going to be like, it's going to be all right. It's going to be like 77 degrees, I think it said.
I don't know. Where I'm going, it might be a little hotter.
Yeah, where you're going, it's going to be warmer.
Yeah, definitely we need some cold fronts, man. I feel like since we're not getting consistent cold fronts anymore, the fish, when we do get the cold fronts, they just pour through. We're not getting consistent bites for, a month long. We're just getting a week of fish just moving.
Yeah.
And then they're gone.
That's it. We need like one of those January fronts to come through and just like last all the way through February.
Sit the fish here.
Yeah.
So we can get some good fishing.
Yeah. That'd be good. That'd be good for everyone. That'd be good for the tournament season. And
yeah, which we got our first Jamie Bunn tournament in January.
January, yep. So. And they got the the Silver Sailfish Derby. When was that? Is that this week?
I'm not sure when it is.
Because you're not going up all the way for that one's.
No, we just finished doing the Island Marauder Go Cup, which we didn't, and then now we're going to start doing all the Quest for the Quest.
Mm-hmm. And the Jimmy Johnson.
And the Jimmy Johnson, without a doubt, the Jimmy Johnson. That's the tournament we all look forward to the most every year.
And it's going to be nice this year with the Hard Rock and.
Oh yeah, the hotel looking amazing.
Looks good. I went there. It was last week, or the week before. This whole month is a blur to me. When you got 2 little kids. Like December takes on a completely different meaning because you just like getting dragged everywhere. 2
kids, art shop, and a podcast.
Oh my god! I can't even tell you.
You need anything else?
Every minute is like scheduled and accounted for. Yeah. It's driving me insane.
Crazy.
I love it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have it any other way, but it really is. It's a lot. Anyway, we were at the Hard Rock for that Winterfest ball, and I had to rent a tux. Because I don't know what to talk.
Yeah, I was going to say you had to dress up there.
So, like, my friend Britt calls me. He's like, hey, we got a table, so we want you and Liz to come as our guests. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, by the way, it's black tie. Like, he says it to me like he knows I don't have a tux.
Yeah. No bathing suit and fishing shirt.
Yeah. He's like, you got to dress nice for this one. And I'm a bum, you know it.
But, yeah. Look at me every day. Fishing shirt and shorts every day.
I'm like, oh. Yeah. So anyway, but the hotels.
Yeah, it's nice to dress up too.
Gorgeous.
Go out every once in a while.
No, it was fun. Like once you get past all the gotta get the tux and you start getting dressed up and ready to go, then it's like, all right, cool, this is good.
Yeah.
Look
good, feel good.
Mm-hmm. But the hotel is gorgeous. The scene's gorgeous. We just need some fish to bite.
Yeah, which should be a good year, man. I mean, it always is a great tournament. Yeah. Somebody always catches, even when it stinks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm worried about that week. Like there being fish around because it's really a great week for fishing, like the beginning of March.
They opened up the boundary too, I think, even longer,
They opened it up, yep. So they opened it up, and then they're going to let you leave from
anywhere you want, pretty
much, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. It's going to be good.
Big open boundary.
Big open boundary. Was it all the way up Palm Beach?
I think it was. I'm not sure.
All the way down the Alligator?
Yeah, which before would have stopped right at Triumph. No, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Close to Miami.
Yeah, right. It's exactly it. That's where it stopped before.
Yeah, so the north boundary now is going to get an extra 90 miles.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So give the audience a little bit of background on you. Like you're a Florida native.
I've been born and raised in Miami. Started off fishing with my old man, and ever since just haven't stopped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got some good opportunities. When I was young, I worked on the Lisel with Mike Puller. You know, that got me a big jump in the business.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, just kept fishing and fishing and fishing. And eventually I got, you know, my job with Sea Hunter, which before I was in construction. I did that for 8 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did healthcare construction with my old man and his GC company.
Healthcare construction?
Healthcare construction.
What is that specifically?
So what we did, I mainly did Baptist and urgent cares and
Like building hospitals?
Hospitals, yeah.
Really?
All hospital work, yep.
Wow.
I had Mr. Ralph Montalvo from Sea Hunter telling me all the time, I was in the wrong business, that I needed to be at Sea Hunter doing what I love and fishing, and that's where I would excel. And I'm 3 years in, and it's been great. It was definitely the right move for me to make.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not the wrong move, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You work for a killer boat company, you know what I mean? And
Oh, yeah.
a group of guys down there.
Great group of guys, and they've given me some, incredible opportunities and experiences, from fishing in Venice, and, just got back from fishing in California,
Mm-hmm.
So
Cabo.
So Sea Hunter's taken me a few places. And
Yeah.
it's
Right on.
very, very grateful,
What do you see is, like, in recent years, the center console industry has just exploded,
Oh, yeah, it's booming.
right?
You
And the boats are getting bigger.
Yeah, you got 45-foot boats doing 50, 60 miles an hour,
Yeah.
They're easy to use when you get back to the dock. It's not like cleaning an entire 70-foot sport fish.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of guys are going to them, and a
Yeah.
lot of guys up in the Northeast, at least for us, who used to have these big, Vikings and stuff for the canyon runs, now are getting these boats, these fast center consoles, and making overnight trips, day trips.
Yeah.
Which has been a huge thing for the guys up there.
And now they're making the boats so damn big. But you guys were one of the first ones. You guys had that 45 out.
Oh,
And everyone saw that. I remember when I first saw that 45 Sea Hunter, I was like, "Man, that big boat."
Oh, yeah. And it's got a big cabin underneath.
Yeah.
You can fit 3 people in there.
Really?
It's not a hotel, but you can definitely sleep in there,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you got a toilet, we put TVs, microwaves, a lot more space than you would ever think.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, and we were one of the first to come out with it, and that's why that boat excelled so much up there. And now it's over in California. The guys, Stella June guys fishing bluefin tuna, and what they're doing out there is incredible. That fishing over there in the Pacific, California, is incredible. I'd never seen anything like that.
That's on my list. I want to go on the long range, and go to San Diego for the bluefins and stuff.
I mean, yeah,
crazy.
We were out of Huntington Beach,
Mm-hmm.
and it was incredible. It was
Really?
Oh yeah,
What were you catching out there?
the bluefin tunas out there were incredible. That fishing and the way those guys are set up, they have Evan Slay as their captain, Elvin Salvi, he's an incredible captain, and you got Ivan, who's the owner of the boat, and they're running an incredible fishing program. And you're out there, and everybody else are like these 25 Parkers, small boats fishing, and that fishing just got there 5 years ago, and you're rolling into schools, that are just football field long of bluefin tuna exploding on the surface. It's very, very cool.
They're getting big out there.
Big.
Yeah.
Big first day there.
Everything in California is big, isn't it?
Big, we threw a popper, got a, like 100-pounder.
Really?
Yeah. And then we put out the kite and
On a popper?
on a popper, casting a little Stella, and got him on the popper, which was pretty cool.
That must
fish.
have been fun.
Oh yeah, super cool.
Backbreaking fun.
Wasn't as bad of a fight as I thought it was gonna be, but it was definitely cool, man.
This thing's fighting as good as a yellowfin, you think?
I think Pacific fish, just because it's colder, don't fight as hard as the fish over here with the warmer water. I think
Right.
just in general,
Yeah.
you know.
Because you catch a lot of yellowfin.
Yeah, I catch
Yeah.
a couple yellowfin over here,
Yeah.
so definitely can compare.
Couple of yellowfin. Every time I see you, you're like, oh, yellowfin tuna.
Yeah, I definitely love tuna fishing. Has a special place in my heart, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ralph and I too, was seeing her. I mean, we started off really dialing it in, and we got excited about going out on trips. With my old man too, and we'd catch 2 or 3, and we're like, oh, it's the greatest thing. And little by little, we dialed it in. Now we're getting some pretty good numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So when were you in California last?
I was in California, I would say a couple months ago, like 3 months ago.
Right.
So we ended up getting 4 tunas, and one was in the high 100-pounders, right underneath 200 pounds, big fish.
I've never been to Southern California. I've been to California like 4 times, but it was always just the San Francisco area And Pacifico and like the northern side of it.
Well, we flew into L.A. I'm not too big of a fan of L.A., but we went over to Long Beach and Huntington and all that, and those areas were beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, I hear that. I heard that Pacific Coast Highway drive is like one of the best drives you could ever take.
Oh,
like
yeah,
all the way up and down.
It's right up along the beach the whole way. I took it from L.A. all the way down to where we had the boat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the whole way down. Beautiful ride.
Yeah. How far is Cabo from San Diego?
I'm not sure. These guys actually did it. I think it took them 3 or 4 days, but they actually took the 45-seater straight all the way through.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a bunch of saddle tanks, and they stopped at one place over there in Mexico and kept going.
Yeah?
So,
Well, not Tijuana.
No, I'm not sure where they stopped. Not there.
I've heard stories about Tijuana.
Yeah, a couple stories.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fishing out there is very cool. And I mean, we even ended our trip catching a striped marlin.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely a cool place to check out.
Right on.
They do it differently too with the kite fishing and pulling the flying fish and stuff. Is that what you guys did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We dragged a flying fish just over the surface.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we spotted the big school and we just skipped that flyer and got a real cool bite. And
Really?
yeah, it was cool fishery, man. So cool.
Yeah.
So, but they don't got the reefs and all that other stuff like we have
It's
here.
just different.
Different.
Yeah, it's just different. You know, you see some of I got a lot of fellow like marine artist friends that are out there in Southern California, and it's funny to see like what they paint versus like what we paint here.
Oh,
you know, like they're painting like calico, sea bass, and like stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell is that thing?
Yellowtail.
Yeah. Then they got the California yellowtail.
Yeah.
It's like completely different than what we call yellowtail.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah, it's almost like a huge ass like amberjack or something.
Looks like a rainbow runner kind of
yeah,
thing.
like a big rainbow runner.
Big giant rainbow runner.
Yeah,
So,
but I don't know. I guess they're good eating.
yeah, I don't know. I still think we got one of the best fisheries in the world down here in South Florida.
Yeah, I still hold true to this to say that we were the mecca of fishing throughout the world.
Oh yeah,
You know, because it's such a diverse. You know,
I think too we have some of the best anglers in the world down here in South Florida, without a doubt.
Well, that's the thing. Like you can go all over the world, and then chances are, you know what I mean. If you're in a hot spot, like you're in a Cabo, you're in a Los Sueños or Panama or something like that, you're gonna find someone from South Florida there.
Yeah, I think the hardest working captains and guides and mates are all from South Florida. I mean, we got to work the hardest to get our bites here.
Yeah,
you know, these guys in other places of the world, there's just so many fish. It's easy, you know. Here we're going to lighter line, you know. We're so detail oriented to even, you know, the way the knots cinch on all our hooks. I mean, everything makes a difference here. Where I feel like in these other places, you know, it's a little easier.
you have to adapt here too.
Yeah,
because the conditions always change, and you know the type of fishing changes, and you're like, well, we're not going to be going for sailfish today. Like some captains that are professional captains, they have to take people out for charters, and they're like, oh, the sail bite's not happening today. We got to figure out something.
But that's the great thing about South Florida. I mean, we can go sit on the edge, sailfish all day, catch kingfish, mahi. You know, you can wahoo troll, we can planer fish and catch tons of kingfish. I mean, snapper fish, go offshore for the mahis.
Go inshore for snook and tarpon.
Yes, I mean, it's endless here. It's literally a fisherman's dream being down here in South Florida.
No doubt. And it's worth protecting.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And we've seen big changes with the protections. I mean, I remember when they shut down grouper and it was a big deal. Now, look, you know, now you come out here, you have great grouper fishing days, which I would say about 10 years ago, you weren't really getting as good as it is now.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we got shark problems.
Oh. That's the big issue for sure, without a doubt.
You know, it's like, I don't know, even like we go back and forth on the show talking about that, and whether or not we're doing too much to protect. You know what I mean? But it's always like a fine line. You don't ever want to say, oh, we don't need to protect them anymore. But
it's
a lot of fish are getting bit.
A lot of fish. I mean, I would say, and further up north, we don't really have the problem as bad in Miami yet. But the guys up north are even getting their sailfish eaten now. I mean, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, the tuna fishing in the Bahamas too, I think, is going to get almost gone eventually, just because all the pressure we have from all the guys crossing over, and the sharks are just getting so smart.
Yeah,
and there's so many of them. You know, a couple years ago, we're fighting these tunas, and we're getting the sharks are chasing the tunas, and we're getting sharked 300 feet away from the boat. You know, now the sharks are sitting up underneath the boat and are waiting for us, just waiting, letting us fight the fish, tiring it all out, and right when it's 15 feet underneath the boat, they eat them.
Yeah, and it's like those dive tours, too. It's like they hear the props come up, and then all the sharks, they start swirling because they know it's feeding time.
Or the water bottles or the bell that they always hit. You know?
Yeah.
They hear that noise. They know. They're a lot smarter than
They're not stupid.
No.
I tell you, the sharks are not dumb.
We've seen the behavior on the sharks change without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
you know, before they were a lot less curious, and now, you know, now they just come up. Even spearfishing, the sharks are just coming at us all the time.
Yeah.
And before it was not an issue.
Right.
Everybody would always say, you know, sharks and all that. We dove for years and years without any problems, especially in the Bahamas. I mean, we got the shark here and there, but it was nothing compared now where we jump in some of our favorite spots and we're covered up all the time. All the time. So.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot more of those videos of the GoPro videos of the sharks just coming up from the reef, like right at you.
Well, you got everybody in the water now also using a GoPro, which, you know, back in the day, nobody was really filming everything, but
yeah,
definitely.
That's true. You know, I thought of that this morning when I was watching the news, because now every police department has like the cameras.
Everything's
on it,
on video.
and everyone's thinking like, oh man, things are getting so bad now. It's like, no, you're just seeing it now.
Yeah, you had no idea.
Yeah.
So.
You know, this is like it happens every day. You know what I mean? Cops arrest people. Newsflash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People resist arrest. Newsflash.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's on camera doesn't mean the world's going to hell in a handbasket.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to be prepared. Everything's on camera these days.
Yeah.
But definitely sharks are becoming a big issue. You know, I'm interested to see what's going to come out of that because it's getting bad. I mean, I think it's even getting dangerous. We're even seeing now on the beaches and stuff, you're seeing so many sharks. I mean, they're everywhere.
I think we talked about that before too. I think that's going to be the one thing that's going to work in the favor of the argument for saying, all right, we don't need to protect them so much. Is when they start like affecting tourism and the swimmers, and you know what I mean. Now they're there. It's you know, they're there more than people know.
Oh, without a doubt. I tell people all the time, you know, you have no idea.
You've swam with sharks, you just don't know it.
You don't know, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think they go after people, but once you start having so many sharks in an area with so many people, I mean, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and they can get pissed off just like any other animal.
Yeah, you just come across the wrong one, just like people. You know, you come around the wrong person one day, and that's it.
Yep. You have a shark having a bad day. He's a little hungry. Hasn't had found any food in a couple of days, or
a little hangry.
That's it. Yeah,
that's it.
Right? And you step on his fin or step on his tail, and he'll turn and bite you.
He wants to seize your leg.
Yeah,
that's it.
Crazy stuff, man. So you guys, one thing I wanted to bring up while you were here today is I always want to shed a good positive light on those that really took part in the Bahamas relief program, and Sea Hunter definitely did. You guys did a lot of good.
Yeah.
I want you to talk about that a little bit. What you guys did, what you guys went through, because you guys were a big part of the whole fishing community strong initiative that we did with Bruce and Brick. So,
yes, I mean, when it was all happening, you know, we would do our Abaco, you know, our Sea Hunter trip in the Abacos. So when it was all happening, you know, Eddie, our sales manager, you know, he sent out a little group text to everybody like, hey, we should do, you know, a drive for the Bahamas. And because we've had so many good times there as a group with our customers, our clients, you know, everybody. And one thing to the next, I mean, we shut down Sea Hunter for just about a month.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on a forklift taking pallets off just about every day.
Mm-hmm.
It was really, really cool seeing, you know, how many of our own customers and just people we've never met who followed us. And we had people driving over from the West Coast, I mean, from all over Florida coming down and dropping stuff off. I mean, we had U-Haul truck after U-Haul truck and pickup truck. I mean, we even had to rent an extra forklift. So,
really?
Oh, yeah.
It was nice to see how everyone kind of came together for that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And this goes back to what we were saying earlier. Like, there's more positive things and good things to be had in this business than negative things.
Yeah, without
you know
a doubt.
what I mean? And that's just one example of how a community can come together. You know, and I just want to say, like, we don't always need a hurricane to do that. You know, we can just come together for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And make a difference. Or you don't always have to, like, be argumentative or rumorism or whatever goes on in the cliques and stuff like that.
Egos.
That's
the biggest downfall is egos.
We end the show saying that every show, your ego's not your amigo. Yeah. That's what we say, like, every single show.
Yeah, we're all here together.
It's true. Yeah. And but it's cool, man, that you guys. I mean, you're being a little humble, but you guys really pulled together and you did a lot for the community.
Oh yeah. I mean, we did. I can't even remember how many pallets, and we had hundreds of people in our parking lot every single day. I mean, from 7 a.m. they were rolling in till 6 o'clock, and we were like trying to close the gate, and people were still flooding in because they just got off work, and you know, all the little mini offices did their own little drives, and we just became a drop off point. I mean, a major drop off point.
Yeah. And you guys work with Scott Baxter, and Bruce and Brick and getting all that together.
Yeah, Eddie was working with a lot of those guys, and then at the end, we were able to make a great partnership with Megayacht Global, and that's where we were able to take most of our pallets of goods, and they went over and distributed personally and giving it into the hands of the most needed. I mean, they were direct in there they went there for weeks.
Which is really important.
Yeah.
Because some of these organizations you didn't know where it was going.
Yeah, I mean, at first, too, when we were collecting all this stuff, we always had a game plan. We knew we chartered a couple private planes, too, right off the bat, and that landed straight in Abaco right when the beginning of it happening. And then once we started having, we had over at one point 200 pallets sitting outside, stacked 4 feet high. And Megayacht Global really, really stepped up clutch. We had another customer, John Patnick, who helped us out with logistics. And we were really able to get everything that was donated into the right hands.
Nice.
I mean, I feel like that was the most important part, too. I mean, if we collect all these goods and we don't have anything to do with it, all the effort's wasted. So we're very...
That's the thing. Yeah. Exactly. All the effort's wasted if you can't convert.
Everybody's time, effort, Sea Hunter shutting down. We're happy that we were able to get it into the right people.
Mm-hmm.
So
when we were going through our fund, we had to shut down the studio, too, for like a month.
Wow.
I mean...
It was crazy.
Completely overwhelmed with the response, and it was good to see, but, I'll be honest, I was really surprised to see how everyone kind of got together. It became a viral situation.
Yeah, social media becomes a thing to do. So a lot of people just, stepped up.
And we're still, just so people don't want to plug it too much, but we still are selling our Stronger Together items on our website, connectedbywater.com/shop. Yeah, and proceeds are still being donated.
And they need it still.
Yeah, so we still have ongoing efforts right now. So if anyone out there is listening, if you do go to our site, you buy any of the Stronger Together goods, proceeds still are being donated to the Fishing Community Strong Initiative. That goes right to the Greater Miami Billfish Tournament 501c3, which in turn those funds get directly donated to Marsh Harbor relief efforts through the Church of God at Marsh Harbor. So just so people know the path, that's exactly what happens.
Getting into the right hands as well.
For sure. And then those people will give it, and then Kevy is involved over there at the Abaco Beach Resort. Okay. So when the funds come to the Church of God, then she handles.
That's actually where we did all our rendezvous. Yeah. Abaco Beach Resort. Mm-hmm. So we would go over with 20 sea hunters, 25 sea hunters every summer. Real nice trips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the place was awesome. Firefly, Pig Beach, Treasure Cay. I mean, it was just so much to get. I had so much. Pete's Pub, which is probably my favorite.
Yeah, and that's cool too. We Treasure Cay is one of our customers, and we do all their apparel.
Very cool.
And so it's nice to see that. We did make a successful delivery to them, and they are rebuilding, and so they're going to be up and running too. Yeah, Custom Shootout is on.
Is it really?
Officially? Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Yep. Just so people know, make no bones about it. The Custom Shootout is happening this year.
Great, and they need it. Mm-hmm. They need a full showing without a doubt.
Yep. So they're still building out the piers and putting the pylons down and everything like that. But I mean, we got to what, May or late April, something late like that. I think it was. Yeah. So it is happening. So just so people know,
that's going to be a big, big help of revenue for those guys.
They need it.
Yeah.
Just like you said. You know what I mean? But I think more so, it's really just a symbol of the strength of the people over there and the strength of the community over here that supports the people and just how everyone can kind of come together.
Yeah. That tournament's great, too, and it's really, really gotten a lot of
best
traction.
Tournaments in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Skip is doing a great job.
Mm-hmm. So. Absolutely. And that's the thing about Skip running that tournament, too. It's like it's in the right hands.
Well, it just goes back to like what you were saying before. He's a fisherman, and he actually knows what he's doing. So, I mean, who else to put on a tournament, Yeah. Somebody's been involved as long as he's been on the water and everything he's done.
That's the funny thing, too, about the Custom Shootout is like you got all the best marlin fishermen in the world fishing that.
Oh, yeah, best captains, best boats.
And, who's going to, even though you have all the best marlin fishermen in the world, who's going to tell Skip Smith you're doing it wrong?
Yeah,
nobody. Because he knows, better than all of them.
Countless billfish.
Right. Exactly. So it's nice to see that coming back. Hopefully the rest of it kind of gets on its feet, sooner than later. I hope the Bahamian government acts appropriately from the standpoint of what to do with the land that's going to go unaccounted for.
Yeah.
You know, I hope the marsh comes back and hope the bonefish come back and, you know, everything. But
it definitely will all recover.
Yeah. So that's another thing that people don't see about Marsh Harbor. Everyone always thinking like on the east or the west side, on the east side, sorry. You know, all the mahi fishing and the
it's great fishing
wahoo and the marlin and everything like that, but there's incredible bonefish.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout all that area.
And the reef fish. I mean, last time we went there, we did great. You know, off of Spanish. We love that area. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That area is a good area. Sharky area again, but the reef fish and everything is very, very plentiful. Super alive.
Yeah. I heard Pete's Pub actually did okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard much.
I think they lost their little pier out back, but I think actually the main pub is okay.
Yeah, that pub is great. It's a great time.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And then Nippers Sunday. You know, how can you forget Nippers?
Well, sometimes you can't remember what happens in Nippers, but
definitely a place you can't pass up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on top of one of the nicest beaches, period, too, in the Abacos, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
For sure. So let me ask you something. Curious. What's your resolution for 2020?
Just keep catching more fish, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep working hard. You know, we've been putting a lot of time at sea hunting in our boats, and that's just pretty much. I'm right now in the where I'm just work, just trying to fish as much as I can in between. But right now, I'm just trying to build my name at Sea Hunter, you know, and
you're not going to wish for world peace.
Yeah.
John,
what's your 2020 resolution?
My resolution, just grow my photography and film business more. I know I told you I'm getting into wedding films and stuff now, so I want to book at least 12 next year to start with, and then continue to grow from there.
If people want to book you for a wedding, where can they find you? Just here.
Contact me. I'll put in my information below so you can get in contact with me. But I'm working on my website now, so hopefully that'll be up in January.
All right. Yeah. So John's got big dreams for 2020.
Yeah, very cool.
We got big dreams for 2020 here. We're definitely growing our e-com platform. And, I mean, our custom model is pretty much, you know, in the driver's seat right now. That's like our sweet spot right around here. But
you can continue the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get some time, man.
I got to get some. I do got to get some. I got to get my friends down in Miami to take me fishing.
You got to just come down whenever you want.
No, we got the podcast. We have big plans for the podcast. We're gonna do a few live setups, which John's like we are.
Yay, live.
I'm gonna get the headphones. With the
breaking all this down isn't very fun.
No, I don't want to break down. We're just gonna get the headphones. So we're gonna do a couple like location ones, and
very cool.
We're gonna grow our guest platform, and you know, and kind of keep doing what we're doing. But you know, we're just gonna hopefully gain a lot more followers and a lot more subscribers and listeners. And I need to paint more though. That's been my issue this year. Like the business has been great. Everything's been great for business. Like, you know, no worries. But intrinsically, personally, for me,
painting. You were doing a drawing a day before.
That's what I mean. Like I went from like drawing every single day to like now, like we just had to when this was our year to grow the business, and we did. And you know, but as a result, it's like because painting takes time, and you can't really talk to anyone. You know, I can't like you know put like a Bluetooth on my ear and like start having phone conversations. It's like bad vibe for the painting.
No, both sketches I have them framed in my house, and they're incredible, without a doubt.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's so fun. I was talking to someone recently, and they're like, "Oh, when are you going to do that again?" I'm like, "Never." Are you high? Like, no. I'm not ever doing that ever again.
And you stuck to it. That was a painting a day.
Every day. Yeah. I mean, they're 8x10s, but still, you know, you got to commit to it. You know, it's not easy.
Without a doubt. Better than the stick figures I draw.
You know, the funny thing is like people were like, well, why don't you just like paint like all of them like in just one day for the whole week, and then you don't have to worry about doing it every day. And I'm like, how much harder that would be.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to paint all that in one day.
Yeah, no.
You know, but
better to space it out and do one a day.
Yep. Exactly. So
Yeah, doing 10 in one shot, you'll burn yourself out.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to bring up with you also is you live in Miami, right? Miami proper. Like you're like right in downtown Biscayne Bay.
Yes.
Right. So, and that's an area that's growing like boom, 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 like up. Right.
Tons of traffic.
Right. And even Miami, as you drive, like from my perspective, being up here, when I drive to Miami, when I drive to the Keys, I don't go that way. Obviously, I'm going like Turnpike Extension way.
Yeah, out west.
And that is boom, 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 like growing.
Oh, yeah.
Like now, like huge. Right. So you growing up in Florida, me growing up in Florida, have seen like the growth happening. Are you seeing a huge effect on the water right now or do you feel that,
Well, definitely boat traffic is a lot more than it's ever been.
boat traffic for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, social media these days, I mean, people didn't know how cool it was to be on the water and just do all the things we were doing before social media. I mean, I would tell guys that I fished, they thought I just sat holding a fishing rod all day, waiting for a nibble with a bobber out. They had no idea we were doing, the kite fishing and the wahoo fishing, the tuna fishing. And
it's dynamic. Yeah,
with these 4-engine big center consoles. And, I mean, doing all the cool stuff that we do. I mean, people had no idea. So as we put it out there more and more and more, I mean, it's definitely... You definitely see a lot more guys out there, especially guys too, where you were saying only the pros were doing back in the day. Where now, every guy.
Secrets are out now.
Yeah, every guy is doing it. I mean, you can watch YouTube videos and read the magazines. I mean, you can pick up on plenty of good tips, and it's not so secretive as it used to be.
Right.
But with that though, I still see plenty of fish around, man.
Right.
I think closures have definitely helped out. Sail fishing, and it's been great, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Definitely seeing a lot more sailfish bites, and like I was saying too, the grouper bites been pretty good. Still plenty of fish around.
Yeah, one of the things that we hope to champion on this show, the cause is clean water and just keeping our estuaries pure and our Everglades pure, and
keeping the water healthy.
Yeah, but keeping the water healthy is like one of the things. What I'm saying is, like the sprawl, I think is like really, like, doing a lot of damage right now. And as much as we try to correct it, I don't know if like there's much like with all this growth and down in Miami, like this huge mall that they're talking about, is that going through?
I don't know if that's going through, but they'll probably use that land to build houses on because it's cleared already. Yeah. So they're going to do something with it.
Yeah. Where is that?
It's right where the Mary Hero building used to be, right? Right there.
I don't know.
The super mall for Miami. It was supposed to be like by the Turnpike in 75, that whole area where all those like deadwood trees used to be. It's all cleared now, like right next to the all the rock quarries and stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did it get rejected?
They're having an issue with it. I haven't heard anything about it in a while, but it seems like it's not going to go through. But they will use that land for something else.
Are they have like roller coasters and everything like that, like the Mall of Americas?
I don't know. They're going to have like a water park or some stupid, like they're going to have like two different things in this mall, plus shopping, housing and everything. It's just.
When I saw the plans for that, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I'm just thinking almost every day I'm down in the Keys pretty much. So
right, but that's what I mean. But that's going to like affect all that, things like that. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I think we need to do something as, a community, as a people, because, the whole algae bloom that happened with Lake O, and I mean, people wouldn't have noticed that nearly as much if it wasn't for social media.
Yeah, without a doubt.
They would have just been like another clipping in the paper. You know what I mean? Maybe we saw it on the Sunday paper or something like that, or maybe like Channel 7 would like put it on as a feature for a little bit. But it wouldn't have been like hardcore, like argued.
No, it's hard to deny something when everybody's putting up pictures of it.
Yeah, right. I mean, I had Jeff.
Yeah, look what I was just gonna say. Look what happened with Fort Lauderdale the other day. He posted a bunch of videos and stuff, but they're dumping sewage right into the river.
Yeah, like, Tarpon River, right? So I actually promised him I'd bring it up on the next show, and which we're doing right now. So he was in here, but I went on his podcast, And he's basically saying we need to put like a no vacancy sign on the state of Florida, which I'm all for, but then they haven't.
Yeah,
it's unrealistic to think that, but it's not unrealistic to feel that way, because
we live in one of the coolest places in the world.
The best, and it's unfortunate because we're gonna build ourselves right out of our own.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big giant
resource.
City.
Yeah. So the other day they pumped sewage because there's all these new buildings going up in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, everything on the water.
And they literally, like, for how long was it? Like, more than 24 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was more than 24 hours. It was like,
and if we have video, I think
I'll
roll video of that. Yeah, roll that
through.
video because you can see it, like right into the Tarpon River.
That's
like,
incredible.
horrible. Like, never-ending. Fish are dying.
Yeah, that's
like,
wild.
belly up. Yeah.
And you think there's a big difference of the sewage that they're doing there in that river and the sewage ones that they have offshore?
Yeah, well, that's like all processed and stuff, and it just as soon as they started pumping that, fish just started dying all in the river. And snook, little snappers, everything that was in there is just floating.
That's the government.
That's crazy.
So what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You have to have like a class action lawsuit against the government.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
That was a tough one to fight.
Yeah, but putting it out on social media and everybody posting and talking about it, that's gonna make the biggest difference.
Yeah. So, and I'm telling you, like, I was shocked when Jeff posted that up. And he even messaged it to me. He's like, dude, get the word out on this.
Wow, I missed it. I'm going to look forward to seeing it now.
Yeah.
And I actually have to share it because it was horrible. And, we think about, like, all the conversations that we have in this show, all the work that Governor DeSantis has done since he's been in office, right? All the work that the new Water Council has done, right? All the new laws that are being passed, all the regulations that are happening in Lake O, and all the hoopla that was surrounded by all the algae blooms and everything that was going on like 2 years ago. Now, seemingly fixed now at this point, and then all of a sudden you see that.
Getting better, though.
It's getting better, but that's my point, though. It's getting better, and then all of a sudden, like, someone just opens up the faucet and, like, kills every fish in Tarpon River. Yeah,
everything you've been working for months is just out the door there.
That's it. I don't understand how that can happen. Like, how's that right? How's that legal? It's probably not legal.
Yeah, I don't know how they approve that, man.
You just dump a bunch of crap into the lake.
I mean, you get arrested and in trouble for anything these days, and they can do that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not like an extreme hardcore environmentalist, right? But I believe that people need to be, like, responsible. And you know what I was thinking, too?
Well, I see all the plastic out in the ocean, man.
Well, I see plastic in my hand right now, too. And we're going to stop this on the show. Like, every show, like, I drink, like, plastic bottles, right? And we had single-use plastic bottles. I'm going to stop doing that. Right, and I'm not like overly.
Get a water machine. Give everybody. D.Friel cups.
That's right. Right. We'll have the podcast mug.
There you go.
We'll drink out of our brand new Connect by Water podcast mug.
Like, look, guys, I bring my own cup.
Right. So, this is my New Year's resolution for the show. Right, how about that? And I just made this up. This wasn't planned.
No plastic bottles.
We're no more plastic bottles on the show.
Got it.
Sound good?
Good.
Right. We got these nice 26-degree Brewing Company glasses. We got No Regrets.
You got the insulated
right? Not even
cup.
1 letter, right? Yep. And they got this here, the D.Friel Yeti. We got plenty of other things to use. So this here is going to be my last plastic bottle water on Connected by Water show ever. So I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I've been complaining a lot about environmental things lately. So
it tastes better in the Yeti cup anyway.
It does. So that's it.
Now we got to get a water machine.
So that's it. So I'm going to pour that into my, actually, I'm going to use No Regrets today. So for those of you that don't know, No Regrets, it's from We Are the Millers.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're out there fishing. We see plenty of trash.
Yeah.
The balloons is what I see everywhere.
The Mylar balloons are a big problem.
Yeah, the balloons are everywhere. I mean, we try and pick them up as much as we can when I see them out there.
Mm-hmm.
We pick up certain big stuff for sure, but definitely a lot of garbage out in the ocean.
Yeah, I pick it up too whenever I'm out there. Yeah. Just kind of
just a quick gaff shot. And
that's it. Grab a gaff, pick it up. Makes you feel better at least. You know what I mean?
Good karma.
Yeah, exactly. Good karma. I mean, it's only like one piece of trash in the ocean. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's not really going to make a difference, but it makes a difference to like you and your heart. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where you're like, all right.
Definitely better than just driving by it and saying, "Look, there's a balloon in the water."
Yeah. Well, that's what that's what I was getting at earlier. It's like I'm not like the biggest environmentalist in the world, but If everyone just
if everyone did
a
their
little
part,
more,
it would make a big difference.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Collectively, you can kill the monster.
Yeah, without doubt. And there's a lot of groups these days, dude, doing some real nice beach cleanups. Mm-hmm. I see it all over Instagram.
Four Ocean's a good group.
Yeah, well, those guys are doing incredible work.
Yeah,
you see those boats everywhere.
Yep, they were just. I was just in the Pompano Beach holiday boat parade with them. Not with them on the same boat, but we all did it together, and got to meet them. And they're probably going to be coming on the show soon.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I talked to them about that, and they do a really good job of cleaning up. Like they got up and talked at the captain's briefing about how much trash they actually collect. Like on one beach cleanup could be like 300 pounds.
Wow,
of trash.
That's incredible
on one beach.
And they have those guys overseas too, right?
All over the world.
Yeah,
all over the world. The biggest problem they have are places like Sri Lanka.
I was gonna say there's some places out there serious.
Yeah, they're like you see.
It's like an ocean of plastic.
The rivers of plastic, and it's crazy.
Wild.
But then they got these machines now that are cleaning up. You know what I mean? So hopefully it all can make a difference, and hopefully. But the problem is that none of it. Like it's cool to clean it up, but if we don't stop our habits, then it's going to become insurmountable.
Oh yeah.
As population increases in the world, and
it's hard to get rid of those habits too. It's things that people have done their entire lives.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely believe that there's a certain aspect to environmentalism that people are profiting from. They try to change laws, and they try to, what I mean, and then new industries come in and say, "Oh, use our product," and they try to manipulate laws for environmentalism. But I definitely have more of a conservative outlook on it than liberal outlook on it. But I also think that conservation is a conservative value for the most part. Especially when it comes to hunting and fishing. We talk about that a lot too.
Yeah, without a doubt, we need conservation. Yeah,
and I think taking care of the trash is part of it.
Yeah, keeping the oceans clean and healthy.
Yeah,
the coral reefs booming.
Yeah,
without those, I mean, everything shuts down.
Absolutely, and there's so much trash.
I know.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It really is. But at least there's a lot of really good groups of people trying to do something about it right now.
Yeah, and then even the recycling is tough. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, if there's an alternative to plastic. So tough though, because it's like literally everywhere now. We built our lives around it.
Yeah, I'm the first one. You give me a cardboard straw. Oh, that's awful.
They're horrible.
Awful.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? And then what are you gonna do?
I'd rather just not use a straw.
Yeah, rather just not use a straw. Yeah, I mean, people are. There's some people I know that are carrying their own metal straw around. It's like it's not happening for me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna carry a straw in my back pocket wherever I go.
Yeah, I'll lose it in every place I go.
Right.
I'll just leave them there.
They're not cheap either. They're like $7 or something for a straw.
And then you go to one restaurant, and then later in the day you go to another one, and you're
like,
can I clean my straw?
Yeah, to every restaurant I've been at.
In your kitchen.
Pulling it out of your back pocket. Going to a restaurant bathroom to clean it.
And nothing against paper straws. Just make a paper straw that's good. Yeah. And the problem is they're not going to. It's going to become more expensive than making a plastic straw.
Yeah.
You have to 2-ply these straws. There's a BurgerFi down the street. They got these plastic straws, and I got to, by the time I'm done, halfway through my drink, I got to switch it out and just put another one in there.
Because it just goes away?
Yeah. Because it's just...
Then you got paper and shit floating all in your drink.
Yeah.
In my drink. In there.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So, what are you going to do for Christmas? You have family in town?
Yeah, we have a bunch of family in town. We're having the party at our house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a good time, It's hard to get everybody together.
Yeah, it is. It is. This year, we usually do Christmas at my sister's house. We're doing it at my parents' house this year because my dad's not doing well, but he's, so we can't really, move him around. Yeah. So we're just going to do it at my parents' house. But it's going to be good. We got a lot of family coming in.
Yeah, same as us. I mean, it's hard to get, we have family living all over, so it's hard to get everybody in at one place. That's why we look forward to Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You don't get everybody, but,
yeah,
most of them. Most faces you don't see all year long.
Yeah, that's good. I love Christmas. I really do. Yeah. It's got to be my favorite holiday.
It's a good time. Everybody's happy.
4th of July. Yeah. But, so what do you do Christmas Eve?
We do Christmas Eve at one of my cousin's house. Do the whole pig, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whole cajachina. We're Cuban, so our background.
Yeah. I'm half Italian, half Irish. So some of my family likes to do that Feast of the Seven Fishes It's an Italian thing, you know. But sometimes we'll do it when like my sister Louise, my brother-in-law live when they're around.
Cool.
But
yeah, we do the pig. We have about 50, 60 people at the house.
Yeah.
So.
This year I think we're going. Well, my wife's side of the family is Brazilian, and her grandparents are like in their mid-90s.
Wow.
And doing great. I'm like, really? It's awesome, you know. But we'll probably hang out with them on Christmas Eve, and then
they flew into town.
No, they're here. They live in
cool.
They live in North Beach.
Cool.
In one of those condos there.
Very nice.
Yeah. But,
yeah, we're hoping to do that, and just like I keep saying, you know, I have a couple of days off. My old man's gonna be off work too, so we're gonna try and fish as many days as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage. Because right when we get back, I mean, it's we're getting prepped right for the Miami Boat Show.
Mm-hmm.
Second week of February.
Yep.
So
you guys are hitting it hard too. You got a big lineup of boats all coming off the line. And
yeah, I mean, we take an awesome setup every year to Miami.
Yeah.
So the Miami show is incredible, and it's, you know, we like it, you know, most too because we have a sea trial slip where, you know, you can check out the boat, and if you really like it, you can hop on it and take it for a ride, which is a real unique feature about that boat show.
Mm-hmm. How do you like the Miami setup?
I love the Miami setup.
You like it? Well, that's your backyard.
Yeah, I love the Miami setup. I mean, we don't have to deal with the traffic, thankfully, because we actually we take a boat home every day.
Right.
So I get to take a boat home there all the way down the Homestead, and I got no traffic.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah, so you're spoiled with that show.
Oh yeah.
The rest of us not so much.
Yeah, we're definitely spoiled with that show, and you know, it's fun. It's a fun show. It's our biggest show of the year, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So
for you guys, for sure, that's your stomping grounds.
Yeah, center console. I think for most of the center console companies, I mean, it's the show to be at.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I personally missed when it was at the convention center.
Yeah,
just because it's easier for me coming from Broward. Yeah, you know what I mean, to get there. But
yeah, Key Biscayne's a little bit of a headache.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's a nice show once you get there.
No, it's great. I mean, and multiple vendors and boat companies, they all have the same opportunity we have, where it's a sea trial slip, and that makes it very, very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so we'll be back as soon as we get back from break. We'll be in full swing, getting ready. You know, we got to finish up that new boat. We're gonna have it there. Mm-hmm. You know, we're gonna have some real nice boats.
So you got the 41 CTS,
41 and the 46,
and the 46.
Yes. Big boat. Big boat.
It's a big cat.
Yeah, well, that's what these guys want, you know.
Yeah.
Long range boats that you can travel comfortably, double row seats, and you know, by the time you get to the fishing ground, you're not all beat up and tired just from the ride.
Yeah.
So
a nice wide beam on that boat too, isn't it?
Yeah, over 12 feet. So
nice.
I mean, just like when we do these tuna runs, we're running 130 miles, you know, just to get to the fishing area. So to be able to sit in a double row and put your feet up and just enjoy a nice ride.
Yeah.
You get there, you're fresh. You're not all beat up from a bumpy ride, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Definitely helps.
So what else in the new year? What else is up with Bernie? Just working. You're a workaholic, man. That's all you do is work.
Just
work
and
fish. Work and fish.
Work and fish.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what life's about, you know.
Right on.
Work and fish. I got my family. I have my girlfriend. So everything's good for sure.
Yeah, life is good.
Life is definitely good.
Life is good in Florida, right? We just need to keep our water clean. Mm-hmm. Keep the plastic out of there.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Everyone do their part.
Everyone do their part.
No dumping sewage in the canals.
Yeah, right? Check out Sea Hunter boats.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They're beautiful. They're gorgeous.
Check out our Instagram. You know, we're doing a lot of work on Sea Hunter on YouTube, too. We have the whole swordfish from a couple days ago that we just caught. It's going to come out. It's going to be a really, really cool, epic video. So
nice.
Really, really look forward to that. We'll be releasing it on the Sea Hunter YouTube and Sea Hunter Instagram.
What's the Instagram?
It's just Sea Hunter Boats.
At Sea Hunter Boats.
At Sea Hunter Boats. Real simple. And, you know, we do a great job at updating social media and showing us what the newest and the greatest is. And, you know, we really try and get involved with all our customers and followers and everybody watching us.
Yeah, nice. So. Handmade.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
All handmade.
Handmade boats.
Yep, custom.
Awesome. Right on. So. Bernie, thank you so much for coming and visiting us up here in Broward.
Of course.
Right? Anything else you want to go over?
That's it.
Because this is our last one for the year. Is there anything you want to get in before you go?
I can't think of anything right now.
He's like, I'm done. I'm on vacation.
I'm ready to go to Cayman.
He's ready to check out right now.
I'm ready to go to Cayman, man. I'm counting down the hours now.
Yeah, right on.
I need to do some fishing, too.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. I do too.
My buddy got 14 wahoo down there the other day, and the tunas are starting to show up. So
really?
I'm ready to go.
Oh,
I talked to, I was with Vinny last night, and he just got back from the Bahamas with Mr. B. And they said the wahoo bite was pretty good over there.
Yeah.
Said nothing really like big, but
A wahoo bite, I feel like, has been great everywhere.
Yeah.
Even up here, the guys that are
been a
playing
good
fishing,
year, yeah.
kicking butt.
yeah. You know, let me ask you this. Did you? I didn't know about this. What?
I was going to say, did you see that 162 pounder they got in San Sal the other day?
I did not see that.
Big. I'm going to plug it in.
Throw that up.
That's a big fish.
I didn't see it either. Did you hear this? We're not allowed to bring any wahoo back from the Bahamas.
No. What? No, you can bring them back, but it's got to be
with the
your limit for the U.S.
I heard a different story.
You got to keep your skin on it, and it can be 18 pelagics total.
I heard someone was telling me that you cannot bring any wahoo back from the Bahamas into port here at all.
I'm not sure about that, but if something here is closed, we definitely can't bring it from the Bahamas.
Right.
Cannot. And you got to leave your skin on all the fillets. That's the rule. But you can read the same rules 10 times.
Yeah.
And they're a little different every single one.
I don't know, man. I'm going to look into that a little bit.
Pretty sure you're still up to it.
There's a situation that a friend of mine ran into recently, that they're fighting it, but yeah.
Should be 18 pelagics.
You can bring them back. Yeah, you can't have more than your U.S. limit, but...
U.S. limit or 18.
I think they were whole fish.
Wow, very strange.
Yeah.
Were they over the limit? No?
No, they're basically... I don't even think that was an issue. That wasn't part of the issue.
Did they stop on the way back? Because that can be an issue, too.
They fished right off of Bimini and came home.
It looks like they just ran into the wrong shark that day.
Yeah.
Wrong
guy to run into.
So they're like, hey, where'd you go? Catch any fish today? Like one of those tricks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, we just got back from the Bahamas. He goes, what'd you get? And then he told him, and he's like, oh, yeah. Badge comes out.
Oh, man, I did not hear that. I mean, everybody's been going over and coming back, so.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah. Was that in the beginning of November?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about, like, the details
I know what you're talking about.
But, you know what I mean?
You're talking about.
It's,
yeah.
I wanted to ask you about that, see if you knew anything about that. But
no, I haven't even heard of it, man.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that are trying to work with, getting ready to work with FWC to try and loosen up those restrictions to allow you to bring back the Bahamas limit.
Right.
As long as you can show in your charts and stuff that you don't make any stops, you run straight back from there, you do all your proper clearing and everything, but that's something that I think that they're going to work on for next year.
Yeah, this is a friend of mine. He's legit. You know,
Yeah.
he did everything right, but I don't know.
Wow.
I just want to bring that up with you, see if because you're seasoned at
We usually
going
hear
over
about everything, but no. And when we do, I mean, for a while there, we were doing a trip a week.
Right.
For the yellowfins, and now we're planning on the next weather window doing a couple wahoo trips. So
Are you
interested on this? Oh yeah.
You got my cell phone number right handy.
We're definitely gonna try.
Right on.
We were gonna leave this weekend, but I mean now it's blowing 25 knots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to leave this week, the weekend before Christmas anyway. I don't think I'd ever hear the end of that from the wife or the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you want wahoo fishing the weekend before Christmas? Maybe I'm the daddy.
We're empty. I mean, I got nothing at home, so take full advantage.
Yeah, please do for me.
No
Take full advantage.
No kids yet.
Yeah, that's it. Enjoy it, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, we're gonna close out the year of the Connected by Water podcast, presented by Joey Accardi, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Subaru. We're very proud to be associated with the Accardi family and all they do for us, all they do for the people of Pompano. If you need a vehicle this Christmas season or going into the new year, call Joey, tell him Dennis sent you. Go down there and see the guys. Dean helped me out. He's an incredible salesman, very nice guy. Tell him I sent you. All right, and we're going to close out the new year that way. Or we're going to close out the old year that way. So, all right. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year.
Thanks
John, have a
for
good
letting
trip.
me be on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've done for the show this year.
No problem. Thank you.
I'm starting to get a little sentimental, and maybe like a tear's going to roll down my, we did it. We made it. Right? and then that's it. All right, your ego is not your amigo.
That's right.
Just do your best and let God do the rest. Always remember to eat, drink, be local. Buy all your vehicles at Joey Cardi, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Subaru. All right, and don't ever forget that no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, we're always connected by water.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Bernie.
Appreciate it.
Right on.